This is your 420 Radio News for Thursday, February 20th, 2014, brought to you by the National Cannabis Coalition. I'm Russ Belville. The Oregon House Committee on Judiciary is considering an amendment to Senate Bill 1531 that would reinstate the power of cities to ban dispensaries. The dispensary law, House Bill 3460, was passed into law and goes into effect on March 3rd. In expectation of legal marijuana dispensaries, a number of Oregon cities and counties wrote ordinances banning them. Medical marijuana advocates cried foul, saying the new dispensary law rests the power of regulating dispensaries in the state, not local jurisdiction. The counsel for the Oregon legislature agreed that cities probably did not have the power to ban dispensaries. Originally, the current Senate bill was to give cities that power, but that was changed to allow cities only the power to reasonably regulate time, manner, and location of dispensaries after intense lobbying from the medical marijuana community, explaining how local bans would put medicine out of the reach of patients in large, sparsely populated counties. The Washington State Liquor Control Board is going to force some commercial marijuana grow licensees to make do with less than 1/4 of the grow space initially promised. The state received 2,858 applications for commercial grows, for which applicants had to pay a $250 non-refundable fee, or a total of $714,500. Applicants could apply for up to 3 licenses, each within one of 3 tiers of 2,000 or 10,000 or 30,000 square feet of plant canopy. Because the board fears too much cannabis production will lead to interstate diversion, they will now allow only 70% of the previous license amounts, meaning 1,400 or 7,000 or 21,000 square feet. Additionally, applicants may now only have 1 license, not 3, meaning some investors who built business plans around 90,000 square feet of marijuana will now be limited to 21,000 square feet. Washington's Economic and Revenue Forecast Council predicts commercial marijuana will reap $51 million in tax revenue over the next 2 years. An Arizona lawmaker is proposing using the tax revenue from medical marijuana to discourage recreational marijuana use. Representative Ethan Orr points out there is $6 million already raised in unspent medical marijuana money and that the program should raise another $2 million per year. Representative Orr would have that money used for more resource officers in schools and programs that would parallel the drug abuse resistance education or DARE programs that have been shown to be ineffective at reducing youth drug use. Representative Orr says he'll amend the measure to ensure the prevention efforts are aimed at people under the age of 24. The proposal may not go far. Marijuana Policy Project is investigating whether the measure would violate the Constitution's prohibitions on legislative altering of voter-passed initiatives. Even if it passes legal muster, it would still need a 3/4 vote of the House and Senate to pass. Colorado continues to report recreational marijuana sales figures greater than anyone had forecasted. Reports from the first week of legal sales registered $5 million statewide. Yesterday, the governor announced $99 million in tax revenue that had been predicted to be $70 million. Today, dispensaries that are making their first revenue reports to the state say sales have greatly exceeded expectations. One dispensary that preferred to remain anonymous claimed almost $1 million in sales for the month of January alone, with 80% of that owing to recreational sales. Medical sales continue to climb as well. In the third quarter of 2013, statewide medical sales were $110 million, up $15 million from the previous quarter. The Colorado governor's office is now projecting $134 million in tax revenue on $1 billion in pot sales annually. A Florida lawmaker is moving forward with a bill to legalize recreational marijuana despite fears of medical marijuana supporters. Representative Randolph Bracy says, quote, "I'm not under the illusion that this would pass, but it's more so to get a start to the conversation," end quote, and that Senator Dwight Bullard will file a companion legalization measure in the Senate. Florida will already be voting on a medical marijuana constitutional amendment in November, and there are bills addressing medical marijuana currently in Tallahassee. Florida-based Calvina Fay of Save Our Society from Drugs said marijuana being legalized for medical use use as a stepping stone for legalization of recreational marijuana, a fear that some medical marijuana proponents think would endanger the medical marijuana fight. Karen Goldstein, director of Florida NORML, said, quote, "My concern is that the patients who really need it medically, this may slow the process up," end quote. This has been your 420 Radio News for Thursday, February 20th, 2014. I'm Russ Belville. Transcripts of 420 Radio News are available exclusively at the National Cannabis Coalition. Visit ncc420.com to download today. When we come back, we'll go behind the headlines and take a look at the development of Oregon's medical dispensary program and the attempts to initiate city bans. You're listening to The Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org. We'll be right back.